small fly passes away, dies. Everybody in the world came together, we cannot even give the small fly life. We can't even control when our life is taken away. We can't even give our own children life and death. Only Allah, La ilaha illallah, nobody can give life except from Allah. Allah who is the all-knowing, He knows the possible and the impossible and the necessary. He knows everything that is happening right now. He knows what's in our mind, He knows what's in our heart. He knows what we're thinking about all the time. He knows when we're trying. He knows everything that we're struggling with. He knows all the difficulties in our lives. He knows everything that makes us happy. He knows everything that makes us grieved. He knows it all. He knows everything that we've done in the past. He knows everything that we'll do in the future. He knows the amount of leaves that are in this world. He knows the number of granules of sand in the deserts. He knows the amount of drops that make up the oceans. Nobody has this knowledge except from Allah. I don't even know how much hair I have on my head, but Allah knows how much hair I have on my head. Allah knows exactly in this 1 second that's gone, Allah knows exactly how much people have passed away and exactly how much people have been born, and we don't know. Allah knows how many atoms make up the moon. Allah knows how many planets there are in the galaxies. Nobody has this knowledge except from Allah. La ilaha illallah. Allah knows even if we were never to come to this masjid, if we weren't even born into a Muslim family, Allah knows what we would have done. Nobody has this knowledge except from Allah. If we were born in a different era, if we were born at the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah knows what we would have done. Nobody has this knowledge except from Allah. If we were born at the time of Fir'aun in Egypt, and instead of Fir'aun being born, we were born, Allah knows how history would have changed. Nobody has this knowledge except from Allah. We haven't truly comprehended who Allah is. And everything happens by the will of Allah. We're only sitting by the will of Allah. We're only seeing by the will of Allah. If Allah wills, people have eyes but look, they cannot see because Allah did not will for them to see. Everything happens by the will of Allah. My heart is only beating only by the will of Allah. I'm not controlling my own heartbeat. Everything is happening by the will of Allah. Everything bad, good and bad is from Allah alone. And Allah who is the all-powerful. You know, everything is happening by the will of Allah, and Allah has power over everything. Even in our body, we don't have control of what's happening inside our body. When we eat the food inside our body, we don't even know what's happening. But Allah, He knows. Nobody has this knowledge except from Allah. Allah has such power from the small seed, such a big tree. The tree is bigger than the small seed, and fruits of different kinds, of different tastes, of different colors. Grapes which are so sweet, olives which are quite bitter, isn't it? Kiwi which is so bitter, pumpkins which is so big, pomegranates which look like rubies inside, oranges which are already sliced in different slices. But man does not reflect, man does not use reason. We do not recognize who is Allah, who is our Lord, who is our Creator, which we are not worshipping correctly. You know, it's important to have this yaqeen inside our heart. You know, important that we develop this yaqeen because death is close. That's why effort is to be made. They say, you know, when you go out in the path of Allah, it's not just for other people, it's for our own self to correct my own yaqeen. Because I'm returning to Allah alone. While returning to Allah alone, so effort is to be made. So when I return to Allah, my yaqeen is done. My iman is made. I'll try to attempt to perfect our iman.